Hello, my YouTube family and friends. I pray that everyone's having a beautiful, blessed Thursday. In the mighty name of Jesus, if you have not said it already, let's say it together. Thank you, Jesus, for another day. It is indeed a blessing to be alive. And I wanted to, I've been trying to share this video. The Lord spoke this into my heart and it came across my mind. I haven't thought about this person in years, and literally I forget what night it was in the middle of the night, and it's like the Lord wants me to share this so it can help somebody else, because I love to encourage somebody else as well as God encourages all of us every day. But a lot of times when we go through things, it's not a lot of times, it's all the time. The Lord wants us to learn from that situation and to help somebody else. Again, share your testimony, whatever God is done, whatever he's doing in your life, share it with somebody. Somebody needs to hear it. Somebody needs to be freed from their situation spiritually. Somebody needs to know that if God did it for you or for me, he's going to do it for them. It's nothing wrong with that, and so I wanted to share, this happened, and bear with me because I'm looking at my notes here. But this happened like when I was trying to think what year it was. It's been so long ago, y'all, because I'm 51 now. But this was like when I was in my 20s, so that's how long it's been. But I can't remember. I was trying to remember or recall how I met this man, because it seemed like, I've always been in the, I guess, vicinity or the area where older men, not all of them, not all are like this, but a lot of the ones the enemy was sending to me, especially right before I got married to my late husband, was trying to distract me and get me off course. And I did veer off course. Yes, I did. We all do. But the Lord quickly got me back on the right path. It was him. But I remember this had to have been right after high school. I think I met him during my high school. That's what I think, because he was at the high school that I went to. It was a vocational technical school, and so if nobody knows what that means, so at that particular time in the 90s, I graduated in 1991. So during those course of years, you choose they were called, I'm trying to think, what did they call them? But they were classes you would take from the 9th grade on through the 12th. And it was like a trade, so to speak. And so I was interested in health occupation, Students of America. That's the one I chose. So, you go through that class, or that vocational class or whatever, for the whole time, those years, until you graduate, and then you were it wasn't sort of, you were guaranteed a job after high school. Yeah. And so the class that I was in, again, it was teaching you how to it was teaching you CPR, how to do good hand washing. So basically that class was teaching us, all the young women who were in it, how to be a certified nursing assistant. So, we basically had a job after we graduated from high school at a nursing home. And it was a particular nursing home which was down not too far from the high school, literally. And so we ended up meeting the dean of, I think it was the dean of nursing, and she introduced herself to us, because we were introduced as we were in the last leg of that class to get ready to graduate, and we were going to be working there, and it went on like that. So just trying to give you a little background. But anyway, the man who I want to refer to, he was, because that's the way I was going. And then I'm trying to think, y'all, I just want to be exact on this. I'm trying to think, because I met him, I believe I met him, it was before I graduated. I really believe that. I think it was. That's how I met him, because the recruiters, he was a recruiter. And so, and I shared that about the Health Occupation Students of America, because I was trying to remember, I believe I was wanting to, I did end up working right after high school at that nursing home. But some kind of way, me and him, that's when the time was around the time when I was talking to him, and not really dating him, but just, we were hanging out or whatever. So anyway, he was a Marine recruiter. And so at that particular time, the recruiters, you know, Army, Air Force, whatever, you know, they would be in our cafeteria. And so lunchroom area in the foyer, and they would kind of, you know, they had like a little table, and I don't know how they do it now, the recruitment, but that was how they got a lot of their, they did a lot of their recruiting was at the high school. And so they would come during lunchtime. And so, you know, he was there. I believe that's how I met him, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember, y'all. It's been so long ago. But anyway, we ended up exchanging numbers. If that wasn't how I met him, it was through another way. But I want to say that was how. And I don't know why they're sticking with me at school, at the high school. But it seems like I was older than, seemed like when I was talking to him, I was a little older. But anyway, that's not the point of it. I want to share. That's not I'm not trying to talk about how old I was. But what and I'm sorry if I'm all over the place, but I'm trying to remember. I like to remember the right, you know, information. But nevertheless, I met him, and whether I met him at high school or whatever, after high school, but he was a Marine recruiter. He was older than me, and I can't remember how older he was, you know, what the age difference was. But he was a nice guy. I believe he was, I want to say he was Jamaican. I can't remember, and that don't really matter. But he was a nice guy. You know, he was, like I said, he was older, sort of short stature, you know, very, you know, he was dark skinned, and you know, he was a nice guy. He was a nice guy, and had a nice car. Had a really nice place he lived in. He stayed in a really nice area in Tennessee, not too far from where, because you know, at that time I'm gonna be honest, I was in the hood. You know, that's just where I lived. I didn't live in no, you know, nice area. We didn't live in no nice area, but you know, it was nice for us. But he lived on the nicer side of town where the mall and all that was at. So anyway, we talked. We ended up, you know, exchanging numbers and everything. And you know, he said he was single, didn't have any children or anything. And so, like I said, I think I remember the car he had. I want to say he had a Mitsubishi Eclipse. I think that's the car he had. And that car was nice. You know, I just thought it was so nice or whatever. And he, you know, he'd come on because at that particular time, I want to say I was living with my mom then. I think I was still living there. But anyway, I believe that's right. He would come and pick me up, and we'd go out or whatever to the movies. And I was just so infatuated with, you know, he had a nice car. You know, I guess he dressed okay. He wasn't really attractive, to be honest, you know, and I'm not being mean or anything. I'm just telling the truth. I wasn't attracted to him physically at all. He really liked me, but you know, and to be honest, y'all, that's the whole purpose of this video, is that looks are very deceiving, you know, for either person. And so he was, you know, he really liked me, and I think he told me a couple of times, you know, I really like you, you know, blah blah blah. But I just, you know, I was not there. You know, I just liked him for what I knew. Whenever we went out, he was gonna, you know, spend money on me. He was gonna take me to a nice restaurant. You know, he always would say, "What do you want?" You know, and it was more like he was gonna be a yes man. You know, if I was gonna even marry him, which I was not even thinking like that. But it seemed like he was so far ahead of me thinking like that than I was. And so anyway, he would just be like, you know, well, what do you want to eat? Whatever you want, you know, and I just make up something crazy or whatever. Just basically I was using him. I was using him for his money. And so I had my friend at the time, my ex-best friend. She would say, yeah, you know, tell him, you know, just make up something, you know, make him spend money on you, you know. And I said, yeah, it just felt kind of weird doing that, but I did it. I still did it, y'all. Yes, I did. I'm guilty. But so like I said, he would, you know, would ask me. I get in the car. He said, well, what you want to eat? And a lot of times I wouldn't even be hungry. He never. I don't remember he ever gave me like cash or money or anything like that. But he just bought me, you know, bought me things. He was trying to show how much he liked me, and was so into me by purchasing stuff for me. You know, well, I'm gonna buy this for her, you know, to let her know, you know, I really like her. And like I said, he expressed that to me on a couple of occasions, but like I said, I just wasn't interested. I was not physically attracted to him. He wasn't handsome to me at all. And, he showed me, there was this one particular time he showed me where he lived. And I was sort of impressed about that because I was like, but like I said, he was a Marine recruiter. And so, I guess he made pretty good with doing that or whatever. But I don't know. I just wasn't attracted to him like that. But I was just playing along with it, just trying to get him I knew whenever I called him, to go out with him or something, I knew he was going to spend money on me. And then, me, how God made me, I knew that wasn't right. And yet I kept doing it. And like I said, my friend, she was just trying to milk it for me. She was like, if he got the money, make him spend it, And so, like I said, I found myself doing what she was telling me to do, which wasn't right. You don't use anybody. You don't do people like that. And, and like I said, all those things I've asked God to forgive me for and repented of those, just silly, stupid stuff I did when I was young. But, again, he was older than me. Like I said, I wasn't attracted to him physically. He wasn't handsome to me at all. He had a really nice car. Had a nice apartment in a nice side of town. He had money, I suppose, but like I said, I just really wasn't impressed with that. Yeah, I was okay with him spending the money on me, but that really didn't really impress me. And so, but again, she was telling me, just you don't have to like him, But like I said, in hindsight, I'm, just thinking back and reflecting on everything, nobody wants anybody to just string them along or whatever. And seems like I had that. I just did that a lot with a lot of guys, not a lot, but a few guys I dated. And as I think back on that, God's hand was protecting me. He was covering me because, a lot of those guys, I don't know if they were short-tempered or if they were, one moment or whatever away from hitting me or beating me up or something or killing me, I don't know. But God's hand protected me, y'all. It protected me, and still is. He protects his own. But again, we did, go our separate ways and everything. But I just, like I said, that came into my spirit the other night, and it was this week, and I was like, I hadn't thought about him in years. And I pray, I don't know if he's married now. I don't know if he's still in Tennessee. I don't know. But like I said, be mindful of who you allow in your life. And like I said, at that time, I was doing foolish stuff. I was just dating guys. I had no idea. A lot of these guys, I don't know if they were, like I said, they were one touch from hitting me or killing me or stabbing me or leaving me for dead. I don't know, y'all. Only God knows. But I feel like a lot of these men, the younger ones and the older ones, some of them were sent. They were sent by the enemy, trying to, like I said, get me off track and stuff like that. But it didn't work. It didn't work because I was destined to meet my late husband, be married for 21 years, and I'm gonna get remarried again. Yes, I am. He's preparing my husband for me right now, and I'm being prepared for my next new husband. So I know that with everything I have. But again, be mindful of who you're dating. Be mindful of who you just casually going out with, because a lot of those, especially that guy, when we're supposed to be evenly yoked, we got to make sure people love Jesus. At the time, all I was concerned with, his car nice, and did I look cute riding in his car? I was into material things, which I should have been in my word. And so, at the time, I just wasn't. I didn't have a relationship with Jesus, and I was just doing foolish stuff with foolish people. And so I thank the Lord for maturity. I thank the Lord for just covering me and protecting me when I just didn't even know how to do what I needed to do. I had no idea. I was just doing whatever, just living, not even paying attention to nothing. I just wanted to do what I wanted to do. But even in our foolishness, even in our just doing just crazy stuff, God will protect us. Yes, he will. He will protect his children. So I just wanted to share that, don't ever find yourself in a position where you just dating somebody, if you're women, single women, you're just doing that just for, your personal, what you want to do. You're getting something out of it. Well, they buy me nice things. The man buys me nice things. It's not a way to live, because if you don't like that person, if you don't foresee yourself being in a relationship with that person, let them be, let them go, because it's somebody for everybody. And I knew that I was just wasting my time. I knew I was just spinning my wheels, but and yet I still continued to do it. Because like I said, a lot of times I knew I could give him a call. He'd come right over. As soon as I would call him, I remember that. I say, what, because he was, he was single. He was, I guess he was really into me. And he didn't live far from where I lived at my mom's house, but he lived on the busier side of town. But I would literally call him and he'd be like right there in like the next 30 minutes. What you want to, where you want to go, and I just wasn't attracted to him like that. I really wasn't. And then I found myself like, what am I even doing? And like I said, my friend, that's what she did. She enjoyed doing that. She said, you don't have to like him. Just get what he got. He's spending money on you. And I said, yeah, but I just felt some type of way, y'all. I really did. And that was the Lord, Holy Spirit convicted me. You don't ever play with people's emotions like that. And like I said, there's so much stuff, y'all, I did in my younger day. And I'm so mature now. I would never do that now. Never. That was been some years ago. But, a lot of times we are around people who are bad influence on us, how we were raised, how we were brought up, well, you deserve the best, all that foolishness. No. Yes, we do deserve the best from a man who's going to provide for us and who God has created for us, not just playing along with people's emotions and feelings. So, like I said, he came in my spirit the other night and I was like, Lord, have mercy. And I hadn't thought about him. I can't even remember his name, y'all. That's how long ago it's been. Because this was in the 90s, so that's just how long ago it's been. But again, I'm better now. God is blessing me. He's helping me. And I'm so far from that now. And like, to be honest, yes, I like having, of course we all do, like having money to buy what we need, me and my big adult children. But it's just, I'm not impressed by that anymore, And I shared this before when my late husband passed away, and, we had the policy money, which we don't have it now. It's all gone. We paid bills, all of that's gone. But, it was a pretty nice amount. And my youngest son, I shared this in a previous video, but my youngest son, he said, Mama, he said, you can buy whatever. This is how he put it. He said, you can buy, how you say? He said, you can buy the world. He's like, you can buy the world. You can buy whatever you want, and whatever you want. And I said, yeah. I said, but it's just not the same. We had went to a outlet mall that year, the same year he passed away, 2021, for Christmas. And y'all, I was just sitting in the car. I was just like, because what I was thinking in my mind? I wish he was here. I was wishing, I was like, I miss my late husband. At that time, I was like, I've let him go now. But I was like, it's not, I don't have him. That money was because of his death. And so I'm like, I couldn't really enjoy it. I did what I needed to do with it. It helped us move here and stuff like that to Colorado. But, it just wasn't, I just didn't enjoy it, and, but the Lord did, inform me that, to do what I needed to do and everything. But I don't know. Yeah. So to this day, and I've never been like a money hungry person or nothing like that. And I thank the Lord for that. But like I said, even with that money, I didn't go out and just do stupid stuff, buying $300-400 purse. I didn't do that. And I'm just not impressed with that anymore. I'm like, we'll on the weekend, me and my oldest daughter or youngest daughter, whoever I go with me, we'll go to maybe a store or something, and I'm trying to shop for the lowest price item, and I still, even my youngest son, he said, Mama, you got all the money in the world, which I didn't have all the money in the world, but that's according to him, I did. He said, and you going into Goodwill? Because I was doing that when, before we left Tennessee. I said, that's right. I said, y'all mama, y'all remember, it don't matter how much money you got. I said, you still keep your good thinking. I said, why you going to pay $100 for something when you can go to Goodwill and get it for probably $20 or $10 or I don't know, $50. I don't know whatever it is you're looking for. But so don't, that's what I was teaching them. I said, it's not about that. And so they said, okay, but so they listened to me, but they would tease me about that. And here I'm running, I could go to Ross, I could go to the mall, I could go wherever, but I'm just not, and it's like the Lord is teaching me less is more, less is more. And you know what? I'm thinking about, how can I help somebody else? That's where my mindset is now, y'all. And whoever watches this video, think about that. How can you help somebody else? It ain't all about you. It's never about you or me. It's not about none of us. It's about Jesus. It's all about him. It's never about us. It's all about him. But that's what I think about. Who can I help today? If somebody come in your pathway and say they need gas money, or they work with you, or they say they don't know how they're going to get something to eat, that's how you bless. That's an open door for you to bless them. That's what I'm looking for now. I know God don't change me, because I've come a long way, y'all. Yeah, so that stuff is not important. Yeah, it's good to live nice and, not have bills and be carefree, but God wants us to be disciplined. He wants us to manage what he's allowed us to have, manage it well. And he's looking for, when he blesses us, he wants us to use that to bless somebody else. It ain't for us to hover. It ain't for us to, this man, I work hard for this. He said, you bless. So we supposed to, by him blessing us, we supposed to be a blessing to somebody else. You blessed to be a blessing. So please remember that. I've heard people say, well, I worked hard for this, but if God could be telling you to bless somebody with a car. God could be telling you to bless somebody, give them some money at your bank account. The Lord has literally put people on my mind to bless and to help. I'm not bragging. All glory, honor, and praise go to Jesus. But what I'm saying, be mindful. We got to quit being stingy and quit holding on to what ain't even ours anyway. It don't even belong to you. It's God. God allowed you to have that. So have a heart and mindset to help somebody else. So as always, I pray that you always hear Jesus speaking through me and not just me. I pray you had the most beautiful, wonderful day that you could ever have today. I pray you were a blessing to somebody today. You were already blessed when you woke up this morning. I pray that you always hear Jesus speaking through me and not just me. I pray that the Lord continues to encamp his holy angels around you and your family both day and night. Y'all, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I was telling a lady at church, I feel like I'm a millionaire. And they said, huh? I said, yeah. I said, I feel it in my heart. I said, because I feel like I'm finally, y'all, I'm finally where God wants me to be. And he ain't done with me yet. The best is still, y'all stay tuned, because the best is still yet to come. But I'm talking about, I'm finally where I'm obeying him. I'm in the place that that's where he's always called me to, this place where I'm at in obedience and relying and trusting in him. And that's where I'm at. And I'm 51. It took me a long time, y'all, to get here. Yeah, it did. But that's okay. I'm here. So I thank him, y'all. I thank him every day for just putting up with me, for being patient with me, for helping me when I thought I was going to lose my mind. But I didn't. The enemy thought he had me, but Jesus said, I'm a grapple. And I thank him for not allowing me to die. I could have died. I could have died in 2021. Yes, I could have. I was real sick. I was sick with COVID. Oh, I was so sick. Couldn't even sit up in the bed. But God saved me. And I know without a shadow of a doubt, he got great plans for you, for me as well as you. So stay tuned. And again, the best is still yet to come for you and for me. God bless you. God keep you is my prayer. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for subscribing. I pray that the message that I shared, the testimony about me using the man back in the day when I was in my 20s, I pray that if you are doing that or thinking about doing that, just talking to or dating somebody or marrying somebody just because of what they have, don't do it. You know, always pray to the Lord. He'll show you who he has for you. He'll show them who that he has for them. Don't use nobody. You know, that's not nice, and I wasn't nice for doing that. But like I said, that was in my past. That was back in my 20s, and I was young, and I'm gonna say it, I was dumb. But I'm no more. I'm smart in Jesus. So have a beautiful, blessed night tonight in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you all for listening and subscribing to this channel. Bye-bye.